Hi, welcome to Sweet Dreams Wellness Travel. I am Barbara Tuckett, your host and the owner of Sweet Dreams Travel. I am a wellness travel specialist. I believe that our mind, body, and spirit all play into our well-being, and I create travel experiences which improve your wellness so that you return from your vacation with more health, more happiness, and more connection, both with those you've traveled with and also with your destination. In these episodes, I explore travel and wellness experiences, giving you ideas and recommendations, and also interviewing people who have firsthand experience of the places where you may want to go next. Welcome, let's get started. Hey, I'm excited to be here with you today. And today's episode is entitled, You Might Be a Wellness Traveler If You Travel to Connect, and how to connect when you travel. So I am so excited about this topic. It's really one of my very favorites. And so let's jump in and get started. A couple Saturdays ago, my husband Sean and I kept running into someone we knew everywhere we went. It was one of those errands kind of Saturdays, and we ran here, ran there, and everywhere we stopped, we ran into somebody. And at Costco, we ran into Sean's cousin and her husband, who we hadn't seen for a few months since their trip to an all-inclusive Mexico resort last fall. And I helped them plan it, but we just hadn't seen them since then. So they raved and raved about their experience, and they loved the resort. They loved the food, the beach, all the excursions they had done. So everything was just amazing. And then Dale said, everyone needs to do that. You need to do that for the health of your relationship. We go through our everyday lives and don't take time to connect like that. That was the best thing we could have done for us. That really hit me hard because Pam and Dale are empty nesters, and you would think that they would have plenty of time together on a daily basis. And as we were talking about their vacation, the very best part, the part they loved the most, was that opportunity to connect with each other. And so I've been talking about lots of different aspects of wellness travel. In the last few episodes, I've talked about the importance of sleep, being a wellness traveler if you love adventure, or if you love food, or if you love self-care. But I really saved the best for last because you might be a wellness traveler if travel helps you connect. So we're going to dive into connection with travel this week. First of all, let's start talking about connecting with your destination. And you might be wondering, doesn't just being there help you connect with your destination? Doesn't just going to a destination help you connect? Yes, of course it does. It definitely does. And I love experiencing other destinations. And if you are listening to this, you probably do too. There is just something about the ability to go somewhere new and be able to experience that place that is so amazing. So yes, you can connect with the place just by going there. But I also have some top suggestions for connecting even deeper with the place that you are traveling to. So the first thing I would say is to walk. Yes, you heard me right. If you are always driving, or if you're always being driven around or riding in vehicles, you see things really quickly and you cover a lot of area, but you don't really experience the place in the same way. Walking really helps you slow down and get to know where you are. One of my favorite things is to walk on a beach when I am on a vacation that is a beach location. I love to walk along in both directions as far as I can. And my favorite time is early in the morning, but I also love walking in the evenings. Doesn't matter if it's cooler or if it's hotter. The temperature doesn't matter. I just love walking along the beach. And early morning or later in the evening are often the most deserted times, and you can really feel the beauty and you can really feel the destination, not just see it or, be in it. So I love walking on a beach. But also, there is something amazing about walking in a city. For example, if you are walking in New York City, it is such a huge treat, I feel like. I love it. I love watching the people. I love trying to figure out whether they're locals or visitors and where they might be going. It's just so fun to watch people. And navigating a city is a fun way to find out of the way restaurants or shops that you normally would just drive by and hardly even realize that they're there. Sometimes what you see and do while you're walking might be some of your very favorite discoveries that you make on the trip. Another way to connect with your destination, besides walking, is eat. Oh, yes. If you know me, you probably knew that at some point I was going to bring up eating. Getting out of your comfort zone and trying some of the local flavor is an incredible way to connect. It's so amazing to try the authentic food on site, especially when you're used to tasting an Americanized version at home. Different tastes, different textures, different flavors, different mixtures. Sometimes you'll love it more, and sometimes you'll wish that you had the version from home. You might like the Americanized version better, but either way, eating local foods is such a great way to connect with where you are. On my recent European river cruise, I saw Schneeballs, as they are called in German. In English, we say snowballs. I saw them in shop windows everywhere in Germany. And a guide told us that they were made from like a fried shortbread crust. They originate in Rothenburg, which is one of the German towns that we visited. And they look simply amazing. I was envisioning them to taste like fried powdered sugar or frosting dusted, melt in your mouth deliciousness like a funnel cake. When I tasted one, it reminded me of like fried cardboard. It was seriously nasty. It was nothing like what I had imagined. It looked like amazing and so much better than it actually tasted. But I don't regret trying it. In fact, even if someone had told me, oh, it doesn't taste that good, I still would have regretted not trying it for myself. I am very happy that I had that. So another way to connect with your destination, besides walking and eating, is talk. A great way to connect with the place is to connect with the people who are there. Strike up a conversation wherever you are. If you're on a cruise ship, get to know your waiter or your room steward. Talk to the people who are of service to you, either in restaurants or hotels that you visit or driving you different places. It is such a fun way to find out about the local culture and to feel a connection with the place where you are. And of course, this doesn't really connect to the actual place, but you can connect with other travelers who are there too. And that is super fun also. One of my clients, Shay, she still talks about and raves about the connection that she and her family made on a cruise years ago with one of their room stewards, or maybe it was their waiter. I can't even remember, but they have kept in touch with him. Her daughters know what ship he is currently working on, and they still message him and connect with him back and forth, even years later. They know exactly where he's working currently. So fun. All right. Another way to connect with your destination is by experiencing it. Excursions are a perfect way to feel more connected with your destination, of course. So whether you are doing an excursion for the first time or whether you're doing an activity that you already love, but you're just doing it in a new place, I'm thinking of something like snorkeling or something like that. It's so fun to get involved with your destination in an up close and personal way. And excursions are a great, incredible way to do that. I think of one excursion that I love to recommend is when you are in the Cancun or Riviera Maya area, it's this local park that's called Explore. Explore, if you've ever been there, and if you're one of my clients, you know, and you have been to Mexico, I have definitely recommended this to you. Whether you've tried it or not was up to you. But Explore is filled with tons of zip lines, these ATVs that you get to drive through the jungle roads. It's roads that are delineated and marked, but you get to wander through these underground cave systems. You get to swim in them, the cenotes, the underground caves. You get to go rafting in them. It is just so fun. It's a perfect way to experience all these fun activities in just one place, one park. And it is such a great excursion for like adults and kids. Even if you had young-ish kids, they could ride tandem on the zip lines and they could do so many of the activities that are there. So it is such a fun excursion. So now we talked a lot about connecting with your destination, but the other part of it is connecting with those that you are traveling with. Like Dale said, one of the most important aspects of travel is being able to connect with the people that you are with. You would think that just being together would cause an automatic connection. And in some ways it really does. Just like being in a destination that is new causes somewhat of a connection to that place, you also connect with the people that you are traveling with to a certain extent. But I do have a few suggestions for connecting on a deeper level than just having a shared travel experience. The first suggestion that I have is to unplug. How many times have you been out to eat with someone and that person across from you just can't put their phone down long enough to carry on an extended conversation? Or have you ever been sitting around in your family room with those you love, your family members or friends or whoever, and nobody's talking because everybody's just on their devices? Yeah, we all have, I think. It's so easy to forget that when we're paying attention to the digital world, we're not really having the full experience that we could be having with the people around us. So unplug and have an experience with the people that you're with. When I think about vacations that my husband and I have been on together, the ones that I remember the best, like with the best connection and the best memories, are the ones that I really felt present for. Those are the times that I wasn't worrying about what was going on at home or what I needed to do for work or with the kids or anything else. And the best times to be present are when we can let everything else go. So I would say be present if you possibly can. Another thing I've noticed when I'm traveling sometimes is that when I'm spending time thinking about, the activities of the next day, or, what about that dinner reservation? I have to make sure we get that, or some other future event, even if it's part of the trip, I lose out on the joy and the moments of what I'm experiencing right now. So the key is to plan ahead of time the things that can be, and then let the worry about everything else just kind of fade away. And try to be present as much as possible in the moment, because that will make for the best memories and the best connecting times. So give yourself a gift. When you travel, give yourself the gift of unplugging. Give yourself the gift of being present. And you will love the connections that you make with the people that you're with. So the best way to make connections while you travel is to travel with the intention to connect. Think about how you'll connect with the place you're going. Think about how you'll connect with the locals and the people that you meet. Think about how you'll make connections with the people you're traveling with, the people who mean the most to you. This is what connecting while traveling is all about. Making connections is one of the top reasons that we travel. And we can all do better at deepening those connections with our location, with our experiences, and with the people around us. Let me know if you're ready to plan your next vacation, and I will help you get ready to improve the connections in your life. Talk to you next time. Thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share, subscribe, or leave a review. If you'd like to contact me about a vacation, the best way is to visit my website, sweetdreamstravel.net. To connect on social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or LinkedIn. See you next time.